Okay. All right. So today we're going to do just some social media training on Lynn and Michael's Facebook funnel system. And it's amazing. And it's really brought, I know, our team a lot of business. We call it our professional drip campaign. And so what we do is we like to add people to this page, and then we post in it, and they get to kind of see a whole community of people that are super excited about Isagenix as well as having incredible results. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to share my screen. And I'm going to start with, okay, let's go with, oh geez, let's see how I can move this little gadget out of the way here. There we go. Okay. So this kind of explains it a little bit, and you can find this on their success page in the pinned post. But basically, it's a Facebook funnel system, and so we have our public prospecting, right? And then we have our Facebook prospecting. So that's what we're going to talk about today. So we ask people to take a look. We communicate with excitement, either through, if I'm out and about, my first goal is just to get them added to Facebook. I don't like to throw up, what I do all over them. I just kind of like to, have a nice conversation and kind of go from there, add them to Facebook. And then within 24 hours, I send them a message, saying it was so great to meet you last night at such and such restaurant or wherever it was that we were. And, I asked them if they're into healthy things. Are you into healthy living? And, I kind of go back and forth a little bit with them on that. And then I say, we have a great Facebook page that some of my friends and I put together, and I would love to add you. There's some great tips in there. Just give me a thumbs up if you'd like to be added. And then we go from there. Okay, so that's real people, real results. So we add prospects, and I'll take you through the pages as well. And then we go to the welcome post. There's actually a pinned post in there, and Lynn has a video. And then what we do is we actually go into the comments of that post, and we welcome them after we've added them. Because what that does is that gives them a notification. They can click on the notification. It pulls them into that page, and then I kind of tell them to save it to their shortcuts so that they can find it easily later. Okay, so that's real people, real results. Now, this is your prospecting page. So they are on there. They are literally, some people marinate for a week and they're ready to go. They're ready to sign up. Some people sit in there for a couple of months, and some people have been in there for a year without signing up, but yet they ask questions periodically. Now, once we add people in there, it's really important that we then get really committed to posting in there anywhere from 2 to 3 times a day. Okay, so basically once they're in the group, they're not going to see everybody posting go through their newsfeed. They're just going to see what you're posting is going to go through their newsfeed when you're posting on Real People, Real Results. And so that's why you want to make sure that you're doing that on a daily basis, because if they click on it, it'll draw them into the page. Then they're going to start looking around a little bit at other people's posts, right? So we just want to stay in front of them at all times. Now, if we add people into the page and then we don't make any additional posts after that, they're really not going to see anything unless they take it upon themselves to go in there. And typically, they aren't really interested yet, right? We kind of have to make them interested through our creative posting. Okay, so once they're in and once they decide that they want to get on products, so now they want to sign up as a preferred customer, at that point we add them to Fresh Start. Okay, Fresh Start, every single month now, we're doing different themes. So last month was all about the 30-day cleanse and fat burning system. We asked people if they'd like to join us. I know one month we did a whole belly buster project where we were adding people, and that was the big focus. And so they're really going to get a lot of product content in this page, a lot of information, different recipes, great exercise tips. It's all about helping to do product coaching, because as we grow our business, maybe we're new and we don't really know how to product coach. I know for me, it took me a little time to really understand the products enough that I was good at coaching them. So when you add them to Fresh Start, it's not just all on you. You have a whole community of people that are helping to coach your people. Okay, now they're so excited about the products that they now want to share with others. Okay, and they decide that they want to upgrade to associate as a business builder. Now at that point, you add them to the success page, and that's Lynn and Michael's coaching page. And then we all have our own personal pages as well, right? For our teams, for our kind of communication. So we add them to that. We add them to our group pages and that kind of thing. So do you have any questions as far as how the flow chart goes at this time, Patrick?
No, it's absolutely brilliant. I actually don't know how I've missed this. And, you know, I just kind of thought I'll add them to the real people, real results thing, and then that's it. But now I can clearly see, okay, I need to post a couple of times a day, or at least once a day.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And there is actually, and I think it's on their Vimeo channel, Lynn and Michael's Vimeo channel. There was a guy in there, a younger guy, and he was posting on how all of a sudden he was getting a lot of enrollments once he increased how many times he was posting in Real People, Real Results. Because when I first started, it's a little overwhelming. You have to focus on posting on your personal page, you're posting on Instagram. Now you have to post in Real People, Real Results, and you have to add people. And I was like, oh my goodness. But then I watched that video, and he was saying, you know, in the beginning, he was posting like once a day. And, you know, he was getting enrollment slowly, and we still do have to follow up with these people. We don't just add them and then leave them alone. But he said once he started posting, you know, morning, noon, and night, sometimes even 4 times a day, his enrollments went up.
Well,
because, you know, if it's going through their news feed, like, you know how when you're on your phone and you're kind of scrolling through, you may miss like lots of posts if you don't happen to be on Facebook between, say, 9 and noon. And, you know, people have made posts. You won't see that if you're only checking it in the evening. So that's why we want to make sure that we're kind of hitting people at all the different times that they might pick up their phone and check on Facebook. Okay,
brilliant.
Now I want to go to the tracking sheet. Now this is brilliant, okay? So here's another huge, huge tip. You wanna make sure that you print this out, okay? So in the beginning, and I still have my folder, I was seriously like, you know, you have your hundreds list, right? Or your 200s list, however many people that you have, and you every day you're adding more people to that hundreds list. But here's a great way of keeping track of all the people that you're adding to Real People, Real Results. Okay, so you're adding them, and then you're sending them a message. So let's say, Patrick, I added you to Real People, Real Results, and I go into the pin post and I say, hey, Patrick, you know, I've added you. So now I'm going to say, hello, Patrick, and your name is going to highlight. Okay, so that means they're going to get that notification. Okay, please go ahead and take a look at this video. Then I want you to just take a look around this page. You're going to see so many people that are super excited about our products. And, you know, I'll check back in with you in a day or two. And that's kind of what I do. So then once I do that, I'm going to put a check mark. Okay. And then, you know, things have changed since they came up with this tracking sheet. They've kind of tweaked things throughout the year to make it a little bit better, because there are literally over 100,000 people on that page now. And so we used to add videos and then tag people, and we don't really do that anymore. So now basically what you're going to do is, after you've added people to there and you're having these conversations and you're kind of taking a look around their Facebook as well, and you know that they're interested because you've asked these questions. Are you interested in, you know, weight loss, healthy aging, energy, performance? You kind of know. And then every day I go on Real People, Real Results, and I spend about a good 20 minutes saving different posts and looking through. And then if I have, like, let's say a person named Nancy, and I know she's really interested about losing weight, but yet money might be an issue. And then I see a post in Real People, Real Results with somebody saying, you know, really breaking down the cost. I'm going to tag Nancy in that post because I want her to see it, right? Because it's kind of a third-party validation. It's just kind of, relaying what I've been trying to tell her the whole time about how it's really not that expensive, right? So, you know, I kind of look through the posts and kind of think about different people. I have a notebook with some notes next to people, and, you know, what their personality traits are, what they're looking for, some of the things that I might have noticed on their Facebook. So I kind of have those in the front of my mind when I'm looking through those posts. And then, you know, this is kind of just a little bit of your follow-up. Okay, so it's a great way to keep track. Now, if you're really, really ambitious, you can add 25 people. Well, actually, I think there's 22 spaces on this page. Okay, you can add, fill out a whole sheet every day if you're really ambitious. And I did that in the first couple of months.
Wow. Well,
Yes. Now my goal is to do 5 every day, because in the
okay.
beginning you have a whole pool of people, right? And then after once you start conquering all of those people, it's a little bit harder. And so, I definitely am committed to, sending messages and finding those people. So,
Mhm.
okay. Do you have any questions on this tracking sheet?
Nope.
Nope. Okie doke. All right. So let's kind of go. I just want to take you. This is the pin post on success. So this is where you're going to be able to find all of this. And
Yep.
there's also right here, this is their Vimeo channel. So there's also some really good trainings on this as well, done by Lynn or Michael. And then this is kind of like what to post before your box, before your box arrives, to kind of give people an idea. If they come on board and they're ready to go and they're super excited and they want to do the business, I would really want to coach them to make their post even before their box comes. And this is where you can get, of course, your flow chart and your tracking sheets and all these different things. So, and then here's some steps too. There's a really great Evernote, and then here's some rules, some Real People, Real Results do's and don'ts. So I would definitely want to share that with your team so that they kind of know, because some people don't really get it in the beginning, and they want to go on there and they want to post a personal video, or they put a link to their own website, and we don't really want to do that, because we're a community of people in Isagenix that just want to support each other. And we would never want to pull anybody. We've never had anybody stolen by another Isagenix person or anything like that. So it's a really nice, safe spot. But sometimes in the beginning, you might find somebody that just makes a mistake because they don't understand. So that's definitely something that you want people to read through. Okay, so let's go to Real People, Real Results. Oops, let me get rid of some of this here. Let me have to move you over. Okay, all right. So this is Real People, Real Results. And so, this kind of coincides with the challenge that we're going to do on Fresh Start. So both pages are kind of hand in hand with the theme for the month. And so this was our July Super Slim Down Challenge. And so basically it's kind of nice to say, oh, as a team, how would you like to join our Super Slim Down Challenge? And you're going to get tips, and the whole community is we're all going to be cleansing together and really focused on our health through the month of July. And so it just makes it really easy to ask people to join you. So I don't know what the theme is going to be for August, but I'm sure it's going to be awesome. Okay, so this is where you go right here, add members, right here on the right-hand side. So this is where you're going to add your people. You have to first be friends with them on Facebook in order to add them. Otherwise, it won't add. I know some people are new to Facebook and they don't realize that. So you're going to add them here. Okay, and after you've added them, sometimes it can take, a good minute for them to kind of get into that page, because I've added them and I've gone right here and I've gone to the comments, and sometimes their names don't highlight. So I just wait another minute, and then usually it happens right after that. So you can see right now there's 11,000 comments. Don't worry about that. Basically the goal is you want to go ahead, and you can see here Jackie put, tagged her person. Check out the short welcome video above so that you get the most benefit from the group. You can put whatever it is that you want in there, but you do want to write some kind of short message welcoming them to the group. And then I like to send them a private message, and I say, okay, so I've added you to the group. It's called Real People, Real Results. Be sure to check your notifications. Just click on that. It'll pull you right into the group. Be sure to watch the welcome video, and I will check back in with you in a day or two to see if you have any questions for me. Enjoy. So I'll send that private message as well, and then I'll send a little one here as well. And then this is Lynn, and this is kind of just recaps a little bit about what the page is about, and it's a great video explaining to all of our customers, or soon-to-be customers, what this page is all about. Okay, so then what I do is I'll go through, like I said, every day, along with my notebook with all of my notes on all of the people that I've added, and I kind of flip through so I have a kind of an idea, and then I start looking through and I go, okay, so who was talking about, shakes or doctoring them up, or who was I just talking to about cleansing? Oh, I was talking to, 3 people yesterday about cleansing. So I'll tag them in this post and I'll say, this is a great article about cleansing. Check it out. Let me know if you have questions. And I'll just kind of go through. And if I like a post, because we all believe that we can kind of steal each other's posts. And in the beginning for me, I kind of felt like, oh no, should I be stealing posts? I felt kind of guilty about it, right? Because, maybe we should be original. But, Lynn always says we can copy, but we also want to customize. And so I'll run through here and I'll go right here. See this little arrow? And I will save it. I'll go, that's a great post. Or this one, I'll go, oh, this is an awesome post. I'll open it up. I'll read through it. I typically like ones that are not too long-winded, and I'll save the post. And I'll go through, 10 benefits of intermittent fasting. I love that one. So I'll go ahead and I'll save that post. Okay, so then when I'm in a hurry, now the good news about saving posts like that, whether I'm on my mobile device or whether I'm on my laptop or whether I'm upstairs on my computer, I can always, always, always go to my saved posts. And how you would find them, you would go to your home page, and all right over here on the left-hand side where you see all of your groups, you see right here where it says saved, you click on that. Okay, and so every day I have content. I can scroll through, and I usually try and go as low as I can because those are the oldest posts. I typically don't want to repost something that maybe somebody just posted today, right? So I'll scroll down as far as I can, and I'll grab a before and after photo, maybe for my personal wall, or I'll grab something like this was a great one. I think I reposted this one today. Reservations about, cost. Or maybe I've already tried something like that, or shakes aren't for me, or I can't afford it, right? Or it's pyramid scheme, or all these objections that we hear on a regular basis. I've probably heard in 3 or 4 times over the last couple of days. So I'll say, oh, this is a good one. I just added Susie, and Susie was talking about, that she can't afford it, but yet she's, not feeling well, and she's sluggy, and she's overweight, and I'm going to post this because I want Susie to see this. And so I'll copy and post it. And typically maybe I'll change around some of the emojis. I'll change maybe some of the words in the first sentence just so I customize it, because the way that the algorithms work on Facebook, if you take something exact, copy and paste, it's not going to reach as many people, because for some reason it just recognizes it and it slows it down, slows the reach down. So that's why you want to customize it. And like I said, you can totally do that with just instead of these little fire things, I could do green check marks, just changing it just so that the computer doesn't recognize it.
Okay, how do you do the emojis?
Okay, so on your phone.
So you can't do it from a desktop.
Yeah, it's easier, but I figured it out on my computer. So hold on, let me show you. Right here where it says edit. You see that? You see that at the top? I don't know if that part is sharing, but right at the top of your computer, you should have file, edit, view, history, bookmarks.
Okay.
Okay, and do you see if you click on it and you open it up, do you see where it says special characters?
Uh-huh.
And see, I'm going to look like a genius right now. Because it took forever to figure that out. I was like, I would always make posts, and then I'd go back on my phone and I would edit it so I could add all the emojis. Because I didn't know how to do it this way. So right here, here's all of your emojis. And so what you can do is you can kind of, go through and save some of your favorite ones to your favorite. Yeah.
Excellent.
Yep. But I think it is easier from your phone. Okay, so hold on, let me move you over. Close this box again. Do you have any questions on the whole saving or real people, real results?
No, it's brilliant. And I'm glad you covered the thing about feeling funny about copying other people's posts, because that's actually kind of, how I feel. I feel funny about it. Maybe it's because I'm a copywriter, and, it's not kosher to steal other people's content.
Right. Yeah. We were taught not to plagiarize, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But in this case, everybody does it. Everybody does it. So we really don't need to be that creative with our posts.
Okay, fantastic.
Wonderful. Save and customize. You can change up the photos too. I do that sometimes too. I have a whole folder on my phone and even on my computer of all the different, I go just Google Isagenix, and I just kind of save a bunch of things that I like on some of the different products. And if somebody has a great post, but maybe I want to change the photo, I'll do that as well. Okay, so that's basically it in a nutshell.
Fantastic. That is awesome. There was a couple of things that I didn't understand about this whole process, and it's been put in. Now it's in my brain and I understand it, and this is going to make a huge difference for our team. So thank you so much.
It really, really does. And I was talking to somebody last week, and they said, I'm getting a lot of business builders, but I'm not getting a lot of product users. And I said, probably your belief is higher in the business than it is in the products at this point. I said, so continue to get the products in your body, because as you start feeling incredible, you're going to be able to talk about it a little bit better and with more passion. But if you're having trouble pulling on product users, chances are you're not using real people, real results the way you're supposed to. Because that's what makes it so much easier to pull on product users, is this whole Facebook funnel system.
Incredible.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, I don't have any questions. I'm going to go out and put this into action right away.
All right, well, wonderful, Patrick, and I'll go ahead and get this uploaded to YouTube. I'll shoot it right over so you can share it with your team.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Rachel.
You're welcome. Have a great day.
You too.
Okay.
Bye now.
Bye.